China's most important annual political meetings are just around the corner. To kick things off, Premier Li Keqiang will deliver the government work report to the national legislature. Because it's usually the first item on the agenda, the report is widely seen as a highlight of the event. So what exactly is it? Why is it important? And what can we expect from this year's report? Welcome to the Unboxing channel, where we unpack China through its laws and policies. The Chinese government's work report is a combination of what has been done and what will be done. It spotlights national progress, achievements, and challenges from the previous year, and draws a policy roadmap for the current year. On the opening day of the legislative session, the Premier will read out the report to thousands of delegates for their deliberation and approval. After its subsequent publication, it will serve as a guideline for administrative departments, local governments, and all other sectors of the economy and society. Economic and social development are the report's main focus, but issues such as diplomacy, national defense, COVID, women's rights, Hong Kong, and Taiwan may also be covered. The unveiling of major economic targets, especially for GDP growth, often draws a lot of attention from both domestic and foreign audiences. Based upon targets already put forward by local governments, this year's number will very likely be at the top end of a range between 5 and 5.5%. To be clear, the growth target is not a must in the government report. In fact, for the first time ever, China didn't even set a number in 2020 due to the pandemic. Traditionally, the document also outlines the government thinking on job creation, consumption incentives, and market reform initiatives. Here's something that we can anticipate in the 2022 report. First, rural communities matter. After China shook off extreme poverty in 2020, rural vitalization has taken center stage. It aims for higher incomes, better facilities, and improved living conditions for the rural population. It's fair to say countryside may become the next driver of China's development. Second, emissions reduction. More than a year ago, China committed to achieving carbon peak by 2030 and carbon neutrality by 2060. But the nationwide power shortage hit homes and businesses several months ago. So the question for the government might be how to achieve the climate goal while keeping the power supply stable. Third, population concerns. In the middle of last year, China loosened its family planning policy to allow couples to have a third child. However, the birth rate still fell to a record low in 2021. This deceleration has sparked discussion about whether to introduce more policies to encourage birth. Finally, property development and real estate. Against the backdrop of the government's desire to stabilize housing prices, some local developers have experienced that crisis in recent years. New policy initiatives could be rolled out to facilitate a soft landing for the sector. There may also be announcements on trade, taxes, investment, and technological innovation, among other hot-button issues. We'll just have to wait and see what happens on March the 5th. Thanks for watching this episode of Unboxing China. Please leave your comments below if you'd like to know more about China's latest policies and laws. I'll see you soon.